What's up, guys? Everybody here with another look at some of the figures we have this week. Today we're looking at the Marvel Legends series Gamerverse Captain America versus Venom 2-pack. Now, I have to say, like I said, I've said this before in my previous videos, I'm not a Marvel Legends person. I love Marvel. I think Marvel is a pretty cool thing, but I'm more of DC. But when it comes to Marvel versus Capcom, the video games, I'm all in. And I honestly, like, when they announced this line, I'm grabbing them all. And slowly but surely I'll have the rest. I think I still need Wolverine versus Samurai something, I forgot his name. And then, of course, the Mighty Juggernaut and the eyeball guy. I forgot his name too. But I'm gonna get those eventually. Like I said, I have to blame Mondo. We're gonna blame Mondo because I'm blaming Mondo because all my money is going to Mondo. I just recently reserved Storm, the 12-inch Storm, and then the 12-inch Two-Face figure, and then I think on next week or so I have to save my money for the 12-inch Donatello figure. Mondo. So that's why I'm kind of slowing down on a lot of the other lines. I haven't got them all, but still I'm also waiting for sales. And the good thing about this one, unlike when I got the Ghost Viper and also the 2-pack Steeler and Short Fuse, I saved a lot of money on this. I actually used 2 coupons and saved about half the price of this. I think I paid like $25 for this, which I was very, very, awesome. Like, I was like so excited because you have to admit, I know Target has their issues and there's some political things going on with them, but for me, if you have good coupons, I'm gonna still buy from you. I'm just saying. But anyway, that's nor here nor there. I'm not trying to make this video political. I'm going for it. Like I said, it's all about the toys. But anyway, as you can see, it comes in the new standard Gamerverse packaging where you have Captain America and Venom in the front, and they look awesome. I'm like, this is a cool set. Like, I saw the set, and I've always wanted a Captain America figure. I remember I bought one a while back, and then I kind of sold it because I was, I don't know if I want to do Marvel, but this one looks super, super cool. And I like the fact that the shield, from my understanding, is all full. Like, I think there were half the shields, or they were broken up, or I don't know. Like, there was a lot of people who kind of bothered that the shield didn't look as nice, and that looks perfect. And of course, like Venom, I know he's a normal black color, and I believe there's a black version of this one out. But of course, in the video game, there's a different color. So, I would have preferred the black one, to be honest, but this one does look cool. I'm really looking forward to that. So, you'll get a closer look. As you can see, look at that shield, and just Venom, that second sculpt head of Venom just looks insane. A little bit of dust there, and then you got, I guess that's the shield effect on there. On this side, you can see Venom here, his video game portrait there, and then of course him there. And then on this side, you got Mr. Captain America. I'm excited about this one. Like, this is gonna be cool to look at. And then on the back, you have the other. I guess this is basically the cross sell where you see, of course, there's Captain America versus Venom with the power meter on the top. There's Wolverine and Silver Samurai. My bad, I'm Silver Samurai. And that's the next 2-pack I'm going to grab. And then we have War Machine versus Omega Red. And I'm going to try to get these all before the end of the year. Don't quote me. I don't know. Like I said, Mondo, man, they're killing it with their stuff. And it's like, I'm just, pre-ordering stuff left and right. And I'm like, wait a minute, what about the other stuff? What about the other? I still haven't finished G.I. Joe Classified. Like, weirdly enough, I still need like 4 more stuff to complete the rest of the figures for this year. So hopefully in December I get on to. But anyway, let's go get these 2 out of the package to get a closer look at the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Captain America versus Venom. All right, let's start with the Mighty Venom out of this very impressive 2-pack. Like I said, Marvel Legends does a good job. It's just I don't collect a lot of them. Well, didn't have, no way, I'm not trying to go back. Hasbro did have the license for DC, didn't they? Or that was Mattel? No, it was Mattel, right? Did Hasbro never had license to DC? No, they didn't, huh? If they did, it'd be pretty cool. See, that's where it should go, right? I think that's what we could do. Imagine just having DC versus Marvel, like back in the day when they had that comic book. That'd be cool. Anyway, so here we are with Venom out first, and he is looking gorgeous. Now the blue looks a little darker on camera, but it's actually not. It's actually a little bit lighter, but it looks very, very much impressive. Like I'm loving this color. Like, I mean, at first I didn't think I was going to. I really was like, man, why can't it be black? But I think in the video game it is this color, I believe. It's been a while since I played using Venom, but anyway, maybe I should do my research before I do the video game, before I do my videos, right? Yeah. Who got time for that? Anyway, let's go and get him go up. He's actually a big figure. Like, he's really tall. Like, he's pretty big. So, I mean, you know, not bigger than like you know, Juggernaut or whatever, but he's actually you know, pretty tall figure. So, and kind of, you know, well built. So let's look closer at his face sculpt. Look at that face sculpt. My God. Now this is insane. I am loving this. How they put both, you know, like they molded both in there. Like he's about to, you know, I guess take his mask off or transform. But look at that face sculpt. I mean, this is nice. I like this. And I'm not sure if this ever, I don't know, tell me in the comments, have this ever been released before? Have they ever did the head sculpt like this? Because if not, this is a very high contender for a figure of the year. Because look at that. And then let's look down to his symbol, his chest symbol of being Venom. I guess, you know, he's a main villain of Spider-Man, correct? Like I said, I don't know. Like, tell me, let me know in the comments, because I'm not too sure. But that looks really nice. I like how it's lined up really well. You know, got that ab crunch right there. I mean, this is nice. I like this. Oh, and it goes on the back too. Look at that. That is cool, and it seamlessly goes through. Like, look at that. Well, it's just a little bit off, but that's okay. All right, so he has double jointed elbows with no pin. Look at those muscles. Seriously, like he is built. Like he goes to the gym. Like he lives in the gym. You know what I'm saying? And then I like that little I guess you can see some veins there on the bottom, which is really cool. I get that, one of those white stripes right there. And then on to his, like I said, he does have a rocker there, but, you know, up and down, but also he has that where you can move the chest back and forth. But he also has an ab rocker, which is really neat. That's a really cool combination. I like that. And then his trunks are, of course, this is all one suit. So, you know, his muscular butt, you know. And then we go down to the legs, those big old beefy chunky legs. There's a twist here, and there's actually like when you actually hear it like click. Now the legs aren't pinless, which is interesting. I would think they would be, right? But they're not. So if for me, I don't care, but you know, for those that are bothered, there's those two holes right there, you know, two holes right there. And then articulate, it doesn't go too much. You really can't do splits on that. But yeah, I mean, that is a little disappointing that there's those holes right there, considering that we have the biceps pinless, you know what I mean? But, you know, like I said, for me, it's not a big issue. I'm not concerned too much with that. I'm all right. I'm used to it, right? With DC, McFarlane DC, you know? But yeah, I mean, this guy is really cool. Like and then he feels really great too. Like he has a good feel to him. But this is a cool figure. I'm liking this guy. Wow. All right, so he does come with not a lot of accessories with these figures. He does come with his claws that come and grab you. Like, look at those, you know. And I really wish the nails were just a little, maybe like a little highlight above the nail, right? Would have been pretty cool because it's all blue. But then again, this is a costume, right? So I guess why would he have painted nails if he has a costume? So never mind. And then he has his other head sculpt, which looks freaking awesome. I'm torn between which one I want to use. Because that is clearly that tongue coming out without that. I guess that's saliva, ghoul, whatever. I mean, does it articulate? No, it doesn't articulate. It looks like it would, but it doesn't. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But yeah, I like this other head sculpt too. I don't know. I'm just like, oh yeah, look at that. Oh my God, that's really, really cool. I like the detail on this guy. Look at the teeth coming out. And then those eyes. Yeah, that's really, really cool. So yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get Captain America out, and we'll be right back. Here is the mighty Captain America out in front, looking spectacular. I am loving these colors. I mean, like I said, I've always been a blue fan. I love blues. All sorts of shades of blue I love. So it looks like this really nice, I guess I would say not royal, but maybe baby blue. But yeah, I'm loving these colors. I mean, that's really cool. And he's my first Captain America ever. Look at this face sculpt. That is pretty awesome. You see the A, little wings on the top of the side of the head. Look at that face sculpt. That looks really neat. And then the body, you got that star in the middle. Then you got the red right here on the chest. He does have that. No, he doesn't. No. Oh, he doesn't have an ab crunch, but he does. Oh, he does. Well, yeah. So goes up and down, and then of course this is pinless, which is really neat. And he's also got some muscles. He's Captain America. I mean, he has to have muscles, right? You have to be able to beat people up. You know what I'm saying? Then the legs look nice. You got the belt right here, black belt. And then you got those, he has those muscular legs, not as big as Venom's, but, he does. And he does have the pinless also knees, which is really cool. And then those, those boots, looks really, really nice. I like that. And on the back, he has a star too, where it has a peg hole. So, where actually, if you wanted to, you could put his sword. The shield. His infamous shield. So, yep. All right. Well, speaking of the shield, let's look at that. Looks gorgeous. That is nice. And like I said, you have the option, of course, just to move it. You can put it on his arm, where it normally goes. Or he can put it away and put it in the back right there, which is pretty cool. Look at that shield. That's nice. Super nice. Like I said, it's funny because I've known of Captain America. Of course, I played him in the video game, but I never really followed him too much until the movies back in the day. Or not really back in the day. So how old is that movie? With what's his name, Chris Evans? It was cool. And I guess Marvel in a sense was, they were really doing really good movies. I was really disappointed DC wasn't doing the same, but it's really cool. And I'm actually happy that I have this in my collection. It's really cool. All right, so one thing also he comes with is this blast effect that goes on the shield. So, and in the video, if you play the video game, that's what he does. He bum rushes you with this. So you just kind of got to get it in there. And then he comes, he bluffs, bum rushes you with that as a projectile, which is pretty cool. Not sure if I'm going to use it. I haven't been using any of the effects for these figures, but it's pretty cool that we got it. He has 2 thumbs up hand portraits, and I believe that's what he does in the game, so that's pretty cool. I would think they should have just done one, but I don't know if he does both. I'm not too sure. I have to look. And of course, he has his roaring face, which looks really cool. Let's actually get that. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, look at that beast. I like that. That is cool. I'm really liking this figure. I'm really happy that I got him. So anyway, all right, so let's get the 2 on my turntable to get my final thoughts on the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Captain America versus Venom figure. All right, here are my final thoughts on the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Venom versus Captain America 2-pack all in all, this is a pretty cool 2-pack. I really, really enjoy this set. It's really cool. I'm my first time having these two characters, of having these two figures in my collection. I'm super excited, and I love the fact that they do mesh well with these guys. So once we get more, because in a sense, when you actually think about it, when you look at the games, they offer figures or offer characters that are facing off on these you know, these Capcom versus games. You know what I mean? Like X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel versus Superheroes versus Street Fighter, and of course Marvel versus Capcom. So it's really cool, you know, that we can integrate that. That's really awesome, and I'm just excited to just for more. Like I'm just, you know, I definitely want to get that Wolverine. Hopefully I can get him very soon. But yeah, this is a really, really cool 2-pack. I mean, look at how gorgeous this looks. I mean, and the thing is that I'm glad I made that green background, so I can probably do some cool stuff with it and make some more photos like I do with my intro. But yeah, you know, this is definitely a good price. If you haven't done so and use those Target circle rewards things, like 25% off a single toy and all this stuff, just check them out, and you know, you can get the 2-packs pretty cheap. You know what I mean? I did that with the divers, and now I'm doing it with this. So anyway, all right, so like I said, you can still get them. You can still get the set anywhere. I believe everywhere still has it. They haven't sold out completely, but eventually when they do sell out, that's when the, you know, aftermarket prices go higher. So if I were you, I wouldn't wait too long, especially with this 2-pack. This is a pretty cool, sick 2-pack. All right, so anyway, so thank you so much for all your support. Until next time, we will see you later. Of course, leave me a comment if you like this video. Put a like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Until next time, we will see you later. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.